Welcome to part 2 of our second Christmas special workshop. And today I'm going to teach you how to make eggless gingerbread cookies and how you can decorate them with tempered white chocolate. Along with that, if you have missed out first part of our second Christmas special workshop where I have shown all the tools and equipments used to make this gingerbread cookies, then you can check out the description for the link and you can order them for yourself as well. But before we dive into our today's recipe, if you are looking to level up your baking game, turn simple ingredients into stunning dessert, then you have come to the right place because that's exactly what I do. And I upload once a week. So if that sounds delicious to you, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our weekly upload. Now, let's dive into our today's recipe. The recipe, let's understand what all ingredients we will be using to make our gingerbread cookies, and we will also understand how each ingredient plays a vital role to get the perfect gingerbread cookies. I will also mention all the measurements used for this particular recipe. You can find the same measurements mentioned in the description below. So first of all, we have all-purpose flour. I have taken 100 grams of all-purpose flour. This will provide the main structure and body to our cookies. Then second ingredient which I will be using is brown sugar. Here I have taken 50 grams of brown sugar. This will give chewiness to our cookies. So we will have the crispier edges and the center bit chewy like the standard gingerbread cookies. It will also help in deepen the flavor and color. It will also add moisture to our cookies because it is slightly you can see that it's not too dry. It gives little bit moisture to our cookies. The third ingredient which I will be using is unsalted butter. This will add richness, flavor and tenderness to our cookies. It will give crispy edges when we will cream it with our brown sugar. And again it will be have if you use it melted, you can get the more spread in the cookies. So we will not melt the cookies for this particular because we want to make the decorative cookies. So we will cream it with our brown sugar. Next ingredient which I will be using is molasses. I have taken homemade molasses. Link to the recipe of homemade molasses is available in the description. You can check that out and easily make molasses at your home. I have taken 20 grams of molasses, which will help to deepen the flavor because our gingerbread recipe has the standard, the typical taste, which is achieved by the help of molasses. I will be using 20 grams of homemade molasses. Sorry to mention that I have forgot to say I will be using 40 grams of butter. So 100 grams of all-purpose flour, 50 grams of brown sugar, then 40 grams of butter and 20 grams of dark molasses. Next ingredient which I will be using is milk. I have taken 10 grams of milk, which will help act as a liquid binder for our cookies because this is eggless recipe. So we need a little amount of liquid components which will help bind our cookies together. Then I will be using baking soda. This will be our main leavening agent, but we don't want our cookie to spread a lot or leaven too much. We just want little puffed up cookies which soft and airy bite into our cookies. So I'll be using 1.5 grams, or you can say 1/4 of teaspoon baking soda in our recipe. Then 1 gram of salt. It will help balance the sweetness and enhance the flavor of our spices and butter. Now for the spices, here I will be just using two types of spices. One is ginger powder. I have taken 2 grams of ginger powder. So our main taste of the cookies would be ginger. So I have taken 2 grams of ginger powder. This will add the primary spice flavor to our gingerbread cookies. And next spice which I will be using is cinnamon powder. I have taken 1 gram of cinnamon powder. It will give that sweet, warmth and depth of aroma to our cookies. Now, addition to this, you can also add nutmeg powder and clove powder. Because we are making the cookies of 100 grams of flour, you will just need a pinch of nutmeg and clove powder, and that's completely optional. If you want to add it, you can add it. I personally don't use it in my recipe, but if you want to add clove powder and nutmeg powder, will also be very helpful to get that flavorful spiced in your gingerbread cookies. The last ingredient which we will be using is vanilla extract. It will help like overall binding all the flavors together of spices, and it will balance out all the flavor profiles. So I hope you are clear with all the ingredients which we will be using and the measurement of the ingredients. If you find any difficulty in the measurement of ingredients, you can check out the description box where I have mentioned all the measurements below. So now we will start with our recipe. First of all, I will mix all the dry ingredients together and whisk it together. Then we will start with our wet ingredients. First, I will sift our all-purpose flour so there is no lumps in it. You must have seen this sifter in my Amazon Live. You can check out the link for this sifter in the description below. It's very easy. You just have to take the flour and press it with the button over here. It's kind of like a button, but it's like a lever and pulley. You just press it and it will spin it, and your flour will be sifted. It will not be messy at all. It will work very simply, and you just have to press it and it will be done. Okay, so flour is sifted. Now we will add our spices. First, ginger powder and cinnamon powder. Then we will add salt, baking soda, and we will whisk all the ingredients together so spices are evenly distributed. We'll be using a whisk to just mix all the dry ingredients together. Once our dry ingredients are mixed properly, we will keep it aside and start working with our wet ingredients, where we will cream our butter and sugar. For our wet ingredients, first we will take butter in a bowl. Use bigger bowl so you can easily cream it with your hands. We will be using a whisk to cream our butter and sugar. If you are making a bigger batch, you can also use a stand mixture where you can just put your butter and sugar together and keep it for creaming. Then we will be taking our brown sugar. Now we will, for this small portion, we will just need to cream it for around 1 or 2 minutes, and we will have creamed sugar and butter. Now in small portions, you might face difficulties like it getting stuck in the whisk. You just have to put it down, again whisk it, take it out, keep on whisking. Within 1 or 2 minutes, you will see the sugar has started to little bit melt with butter, and butter will be little bit aerated. So you will have a little fluffy texture. Now you can see our butter sugar mixture has creamed properly. Now we will add our other liquid ingredients. That is milk, molasses, as I mentioned earlier, you can make it this molasses very easily at your home. So you can check out the full recipe video on the link available in the description box. So make sure you take out all the molasses, and then we will add vanilla extract. Now again give it a light whisk until all the ingredients come together. Once our butter sugar mixture is ready, all the wet ingredients are added. Now we will slowly start adding our dry ingredients into this, and we will not knead it. We just want to fold it together until everything is well combined. So don't knead it too much, or else there is chances of gluten formation, which we don't want to have it. So take all the dry ingredients mixture, put it in a bowl, and slowly start folding it. You can use cut and fold method, and at the end you can use your hands just to make sure everything has come together properly. Almost everything has come together. We will just use our hands to make a ball of it, and then we will put it in refrigerator for around 30 to 40 minutes so it will set properly. Now freezing the dough is important for this cookies. Generally all the cookies dough are put in refrigerator to set, but for this one specifically we wanted to set in refrigerator, so when we will use it for the baking it will not spread it too much. It will have the crispy brown edges to it. So for that we will be freezing our dough for around 30 to 40 minutes. You can see it will be very soft in nature, so that's not a problem. We want it to be little chewy from the center and crisp from the sides. So in that way, this dough is perfectly mixed. Now you can just take this ball, put a cling film on the ball, and put it in refrigerator for around 30 to 40 minutes. Then we will start rolling our gingerbread cookies. Now our dough is ready. It has been resting in refrigerator. Now we will take it out, remove the cling film, and start rolling it. So it will be firm but not too soft, not too hard. Now what we'll do is just first uh, put some flour on the table, and then we'll start rolling our cookie dough. I will be using the same cookie cutters which I showed you in the Amazon Live, the set of 8 pieces. So we can make all the different types of shapes and then we can decorate it. Now, for the very first time, when you will just take it out from the refrigerator and start rolling it, it might crumble down a bit, but you don't need to worry about it. Just slowly keep rolling it. If required, you can just roll it once, then mix it once again, and then again start rolling it. Then you will have a smooth texture available. In between, you can dust small amount of flour on the cookie dough. Make sure to roll it evenly so cookies are not thick from the one side and thin from the other side. Once you would have rolled it properly thin for the desired size, then you can easily use the cutter and cut it. Now I will just rolling it once. I will mix the dough together and then roll it again. Why I do this is because when it was sitting in the refrigerator, the outer shells would be it would be not too hard, but compared to the center part, it will have set. So now we will just mix it once again. So again, our cookie dough will be in on the all the sides. It would be in a proper texture. Then take flour, pour it in between, and start rolling it. If required, you can put a little bit flour on your rolling pin as well. You can also use cling film, roll out cling film, and then put your cookie dough inside it, and then roll it. Once your cookie dough is properly rolled and it has even thickness, you can take your cookie cutters and start cutting it. Now here I am going to take Christmas tree, slowly keep it on the dough and press it and remove it. In same way, I will cut all the other shapes. Now I have cut all the cookies and take a baking tray and put all our cookies in a baking tray. To pick it up from the table, you can use some cookie scraper or some scraper like this. Slowly put it from the bottom and pick it up easily. You can see how easy it is. Put it in a baking tray. Now, if you are making one particular design, you can just cut out one particular design for the whole dough. If you just want to make a hamper of all the different designs, you can do that as well, which I did right now. Or and the leftover dough, so the dough which we have over leftover, we can just again put it together and start rolling it again until whole dough is completed. Now all cookies are ready. I will put it in refrigerator for around 5 to 10 minutes. So again it sets, so when we will bake it, it will not spread a lot or it will not rise too much. So just for 5 to 10 minutes and then we will directly put into the oven and bake it. Now our gingerbread cookies are baked and ready. I have baked these cookies at 170 degrees Celsius for around 8 to 10 minutes. You can increase the time depending upon the batch of your cookies. You can see our cookies have properly baked from the bottom, have crispy edges and little bit soft center because we have used molasses and brown sugar in our recipe. So it will be little bit chewy when you will be breaking this cookie and when you will consume it. If you want it to be completely crispy, you can bake it for another 2 minutes more and it will be completely crispy as well. These cookies are ready for the decoration. You can decorate these cookies with melted chocolate or you can use royal icing as well. If you want to learn step-by-step recipe for the royal icing, I have made complete different video on royal icing as well. The link is available in the description. Now I will show you how to decorate these cookies with melted chocolate, how you can smoothly pipe it on the edges and how you can cover whole cookie with the chocolate. Once our cookies are ready, what we will do is decorate it with chocolate. Now I have already said and shared royal icing recipe which you can see in the another video where I have shown you how to make royal icing step by step and how to apply it on the cookies. Right now, because of the so many requests, I'm going to teach you how to decorate your cookies with melted and tempered chocolate. So I will show you two different steps. First, I will show you how to do bordering in cookies so that your filling of the chocolate doesn't spread out completely. And then I will show you how to do bordering and then how to fill chocolate in the center part. So first, here is a snowman which we will decorate for the border. For that, what you will need is a jar, a piping bag, and melted and tempered chocolate. Make sure it's properly tempered so it will easily set and harden, and it will also be able easily able to pipe on the cookies, because if it's not tempered then there are high chances that it will be very flowy and it might go off the cookie or it may not get smoothly piped. So make sure that it's properly tempered. Now put your piping bag in a elongated jug or anything so you can easily pour your chocolate inside it. Once it's ready, pour your melted and tempered chocolate inside it. Now, if you are using couverture chocolate made with dark milk or white, you can check the tempering range of the chocolate in the description. But if you are using compound, you can directly just melt and use it. But for this particular case, you just need to make sure the consistency is little thick and it's pipeable. So here our chocolate is filled in the piping bag. We will cut a very small round from the top, so the tip is very small. So when you will pipe the border, it will not be too thick and you can achieve very fine lines if design requires it. Okay, you can see very small hole. Not sure if it's visible to you or not, but you can see here it's very fine. Now let me show you on the cookie. So first we will do the borderline for this particular snowman cookie. Make sure you have tempered it properly and the size is correct. Then just slowly press it. Because the chocolate is tempered, you don't need to worry about it to be flowing on the sides. And see, now you can just let it set at the AC room so it will set properly, or you can just pop it in the refrigerator for around 2 to 3 minutes and it will be ready. Now you can just make small eyes. I would always recommend to clean the cone, which I didn't do it before piping the eyes. So what you can do is you can just simply remove it. You can use a scraper, spoon, anything. Just remove it and make sure your piping bag is cleaned before you start piping again, because chocolate will be flowing out because of the pressure. Once it's clean, you can make eyes and lips. Good. You can make the buttons as well. You can see how cutely it's decorated. Now we'll just put it in refrigerator for 2 to 3 minutes, and then I will show you how to completely fill the cookie without overflowing the chocolate and it doesn't fall out of the cookie. Once our chocolate is set on the cookie, you can see how glossy it is, as well as it has dried up properly, so there has been no dripping off from the side, so it looks clean and more beautiful. In same way, we will be decorating other cookies as well. But first of all, let me show you how you will be able to fill it completely in the center without dripping it side on the side of the cookies. So for that, I am gonna take one of these snowmen and take our tempered chocolate. Here is a tempered chocolate. So what is recommended over here is that you first make a border of what you want to fill. So this will allow you to know how much you need to cover in particular portion area. So if you directly start piping from the center, there are high chances it may overflow and more of the chocolate will make it drip from the sides. You can keep rotating the base, whatever you are using to keep your cookie on. Once you have border, you can start filling it in the center. Now, if you want more thick layer, you can do it in temper it little bit more and do thick strokes. But to get that even finishing look, it is recommended that thin layer should be applied, so it will look more beautiful. It will give the taste of cookies also and a slight sweetness of chocolate coating as well. It kind of works like royal icing only, but just the main part you need to keep an eye is tempering of the chocolate. Or if you're using compound, you just need to make sure that it's in the right thickness or the consistency. Once it's done, give it a little tap, not too much, Just a little tap will do, and you will have smooth surface. You can see after 2 or 3 minutes it will be completely set, and our snowman structure will be ready. It will be not dripping out from any of the sides. You will have even layer also, and then you can make cap or hat or anything. And if you want to give depth or effect, you can do is different layers on this cookies. So one layer is set, then you can use different color, or if you want to give depth in the same, you can apply another layer as well. But let the first layer set completely, then apply the second layer, so it will give the depth effect, and you will get a more defined and refined character on the your cookies. In similar way, I have decorated all the gingerbread cookies with tempered white chocolate, and I have added color to the chocolate as well. So you can give different colors to different parts of the cookie to make it more attractive and more beautiful. Now, if you're using compound chocolate, you can use oil-based color or gel-based colors. But if you are using cabochon chocolate, then I would recommend that you use cocoa butter soluble colors only, because, or you can use also powder color as well, because what happens is cocoa butter does not goes well with the oil-based color or gel-based colors. There are chances that it will split up and it might spoil your chocolate as well. So make sure to keep this in mind while you are working with the chocolate on this. If you are decorating this cookies with help of royal icing, then you can just simply add water based color or gel based color. Both will work as well. So here our gingerbread cookies are ready and ready to be packed and served or sell for your bakery or cafe. Now, if you want to see the full step-by-step video for the decorating these cookies with different colors as well, or complete specific video on this, do let me know in comment section, or else you have got the primary idea on how to make the border and how to fill it in the center. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe and will surely try this for your Christmas celebrations or for your kids. You can also make gingerbread cookies for your home bakery, cloud kitchen, or your cafe. You can sell them individually, or you can bundle it with all the designs and sell it. Also, if you want to make gingerbread house, then you can check out the link in description on step-by-step process on how to make gingerbread house. Until we meet next time, keep learning, keep baking, be crazy.